Do you make your people feel safe? As a leader, this is a very important aspect that needs to be considered, whether it is your subordinates or your colleagues, teammates. How do they feel in your presence? Are you consciously providing them a space which is safe so that they can perform their best? Yeah. Now, this is something very, very, very important, quite often missed out, and it has a certain impact. I'm going to share that on the other side of the video. So stay on right until the end. If you're a leader who is struggling with the team connect and you're wondering why is my team not performing, and you're constantly micromanaging and hammering, and you don't know what to do. Hi, I'm Asta Tatia, daughter of two rock-solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA corporate executive turned anchor person, now an author and a happiness coach, helping corporate leaders build deep connections and meaningful relationships in their organizations. Do hit the like button if you're able to relate with this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you've not done it already. One of the leaders who's also my client, so one of the coaching sessions, he spoke about how he's quite fearful of what he's doing at the workplace because his boss treats him a certain way, or and not just him, the boss has this temperament where he wants things done a certain way, and this is happening or not happening, it is happening in this way or not, or no, you're not doing this. So there's too much of chick in his words, and that doesn't let him breathe, that doesn't let him perform to his full potential, that doesn't let him explore, that doesn't let him enjoy what he's doing. He's constantly being driven by the fear. अगर मैंने ये नहीं किया तो कहीं मैं अपना जॉब न खो दूं, अगर मैंने ढंग से नहीं किया, या अगर मैंने ऐसे नहीं किया, या अगर मैंने वैसे नहीं किया, तो it will offend my boss. How will it land on him? Will he like it or not like it? So constantly वो चलता रहता है, और जब वो चलता है तो फिर क्रिएटिविटी नहीं आ सकती, तो फिर आप एक्सप्लोर करने के जोन में ही नहीं होते हो, आप कुछ और आइडियाज लाऊं, क्या नया करूं, कैसे करूं, उस जोन में नहीं होते हो, क्योंकि आप उस फियर को मैनेज करने में बिजी रहते हो, राइट? सो इफ यू आर अ लीडर and you are experiencing, the symptoms could possibly be that your team is the team members are making a lot of mistakes, they do the same mistakes, or they are they're not speaking up, sometimes there are some big blunders that they've done, or they are doing things, but sometimes it's like great, the other times it's not happening consistently, the progress or the quality is not consistent. So if any of these things are happening and similar kind of things are happening, then one thing that is important is to bridge that gap and to find out what's really at the source. And for them to be able to open up with you, to be able to share with you, you'll have to give them that space. In this leader's case, when he's not able to move beyond that fear, it becomes difficult at times. कितना भी हम ये कह लें कि अच्छा ठीक है, मुझे fear के beyond जाना है, या मैं ऐसा कर लूं, it doesn't happen because it grips them so much that whole fear of what if grips them so much that they are in their shell then. And when it happens over and over again, then it becomes a pattern. So in this leader's case, picking up from here, he is not able to enjoy, he's not able to meet his deadlines, he's trying hard, he's doing the work on himself. But all I want to point out here is, I'm not saying that as a leader, you are the one who's always going to be at the, be the giver, or you just ignore all those, the mistakes or the loose ends or things that are not working well. But to be able to make a distinction as a leader that this is something which is happening because the person is not competent, he's not picking up, he's not grasping despite all the opportunities, or it's because there is something that I can provide possibly and I'm missing out on it. And that could be the space. That could be that, what is it that I am providing? And are people in my team, are people who are my colleagues, do they feel comfortable? Do they feel safe when they are interacting with me? Possibly your colleagues, your subordinates don't speak with you openly, don't share with you, do not approach you because they don't feel safe. And maybe the way you are conducting yourself, the way you are treating them, the way you are in every way, not just the words that you're speaking, but the whole body language, your way of doing things is sending out a message that it's a danger zone. He gets irked. So maybe your behaviors could be such that you get triggered at the smallest of the things, or maybe you don't entertain too many mistakes, right? Different mistakes, or you cannot take things being done in a way which is other than the way you suggested. So there could be a lot of areas for you to introspect and see, am I occurring as a threat to the other person? Is the other person feeling safe? And trust me, if you're able to give that safe space, if you're able to make people feel safe around you, then your relationships are going to skyrocket. In what sense? In every sense. The team is going to stand up for you. They'll have your back. They will approach you in whatever the challenge is. You will have the real picture. And as a collective team, you will see that you start to perform better. Your team starts to perform better, right? And they will always stand up for you. Yeah. But all of that comes in when you are willing to look at what's happening in that space that I'm providing to people. How do they feel in the space which we mutually share? Are they comfortable? Are they excited about it? Are they really looking forward to it? Yeah. So talking to this leader was like, there was a lot of pain which he had created for himself because of that constant fear. So while he is working on himself, but what happens is when he's doing the work on himself of, okay, I'm not meeting my deadlines, let me do that. Let me work on my planning. And he's done it consistently. He's been working on it. But now imagine two things that come from the boss, again, around this whole thing, that kind of demotivates, demoralizes this gentleman, So same happens with your team. They need to do the work for sure. But when that support comes from you, when that encouragement comes from you as a leader, that is a different level. So this was just to let you know, as a leader, if that's where you're struggling, then you need to first and foremost look at how are you making people feel? Are you making them feel safe around you? Hope this made sense. If it did, hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you've not done it already. See you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.